Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Hi, my name is Bruce Walker. I'm the Intercity Addiction Recovery Coach with Connecting Streams for Edmonton area. And the topic I'm here to talk about you at this time is working together as a team. So working together as a team, it's important to remember that each person has their own gifts. And I know we talk in the scripture a lot, like in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, about the different spiritual gifts that people have. But people also have natural gifts, that they have predispositions that they're inclined towards something. An example of this is my lovely wife. She is very good at admin. And so many times within the team, she's doing a lot of the admin. But she's not doing all of it. I encourage other people to participate in doing different things to do with admin, but it ends up usually she trains them to do it. They go to her for advice. And so utilizing this natural gift is so important for a function within the team. But at the same time though, many people within your team, the gifts that they have will not be the gifts that you have. You can't do it all. And it's important that you recognize these gifts and utilize them in your team. In the scripture in 1 Corinthians 12, it compares the gifts as being body parts. And I just like to read verse 21. It says, "The eye can never say to the hand, I don't need you. The head can never say to the feet, I don't need you." All parts of the body are needed. And just like on the team, utilizing each person's gifts and encouraging them to take on and learn new gifts is important. Another thing is you never have to be alone in a situation. Whenever you go to different venues, that maybe some venues, it might be a little bit difficult socially, or there might be some awkward people there that maybe hard to get along with and things like that. You never have to be alone in those situations as a team. You're always together, and you're always there to encourage each other in the midst of all that. And in that, a good example is if you get stuck or you're struggling with something, someone is there to cover for you in a team. An example of this is one of our teammates. He on his first sermon, he went through his sermon so fast, which happens many times when a person produces their first sermon. They think it's going to last 15 minutes and it ends up lasting 5. And he opened it up for questions. And it was a difficult crowd, and there was a lot of questions, and questions that he could not answer. And so my gifting, I have a little bit of knowledge of the studies that I've done. I was able to calmly address some of the questions, because some of them were not actually questions, they were challenges, and they were meant to start an argument. So I was able to solve that. And my friend was able to also learn some skills on how to present a little better. Putting aside pride is so important in a team situation. Being quick to compliment and slow to correct. So often the first word that so many children know growing up is no, because that's the word and it's a negative, right? Be quick to compliment. Be quick to identify what they're doing right before you try to lead them in correcting a wrong. It's so important. And also, you also being open for suggestions for improvement. Don't push back when there's feedback. Thank people, even if it's not useful, but thank them because they're willing to come to you and give you that feedback. Making sure that you're on time. When you're not on time for things, what you're telling others is that your time is more valuable than theirs. And that can really grow bitterness within the group. So making sure even you as the team lead or whatever part you play in the team, just make sure you're on time and that you appreciate those others that are on your team by being on time. finally, but this should also be at the beginning, making Christ the central focus. Because he's the reason we do these things. So he's the example that we are. Even the word Christian means Christ-like. It means the image of God is what it is. So we're growing into God's image. So Christ being the central focus of why we do things. His love is our motivation. We love because he first loved us. And love covers a multitude of sins. And so when teammates make a mistake and so forth, we can love them and we can overlook things and we can grow. Thank you very much.